Good evening, sir.
Good
How are you
evening.
doing?
I'm very good, thank you very much. How are you?
My name is Dolapo Aina, and this is my first time in Rwanda, Kigali to be exact.
Welcome to Rwanda.
Kindly let people listening know where we are, the hotel we are in, and your name and what your establishment represents.
First of all, welcome to Rwanda. Welcome to Kigali.
Thank you very much.
Being open and welcoming guests
Okay.
to Kigali, to Rwanda, is one of the very much the pillars of this country. It's a very open country, welcoming guests from all over the world. My name is Hushcka. I'm the Director Sales and Marketing of the Hotel de Mille Collines by Kempinski.
Okay. Popularly known as Hotel Rwanda, right?
Yes, there is a very famous film which is the most famous film about the incidents which happened 20 years ago, and which a lot of happenings were happening here in this country and in this city.
So, what does your establishment represent? You said you represent Kempinski Holdings, Kempinski Management. What are they into?
Yes, let's start first with the personality of this hotel. Hotel de Mille Collines has been the personality of hospitality in this country, in this city, in Kigali, since 40 years.
40 years.
The inauguration of the hotel was 1973, so 40 years now. This personality has been hosting a lot of guests coming into the country, coming into the city. Since 1st of April, Kempinski has joined a marriage between the hotel and the management company, Kempinski Hotels. Kempinski Hotels is founded 1897, being the oldest individual luxury hotel group in the world, and being an established luxury hotel group coming from Europe, being individual, focusing on personality of individual hotels. Hence, Kempinski Hotels on the one hand and Hotel de Mille Collines on the other hand, it's a perfect marriage, coming together and complementing each other.
Kempinski, for those who don't know, where is Kempinski Hotel or Holdings? Where is it from? What country?
Kempinski Hotels was founded in Germany, 1897. It has all started with two brothers doing a wine shop, and then getting into restaurants, and then later on, beside the wines and the restaurant, also into hospitality, meaning hotels. Founded in Germany, today headquartered in Geneva.
Switzerland.
In Switzerland. Most of the hotels are still in Europe, in Germany, and in Europe. This is where we're coming from. This is still where the majority of our hotels are. Nevertheless, the hotel group Kempinski is expanding quite a lot in Asia, in Middle East, and into Africa. Kempinski has been one of the first international hotel brands many years ago, entering the African continent, also into sub-Saharan Africa, having existing properties in Chad. They were in Tanzania. We are now in a new wave of being present in more and more sub-Saharan African countries. Not to forget Djibouti, of course, where we are. But now a lot of new properties, new entering the market as Kempinski in sub-Saharan Africa is happening right now, this year, next year.
Now, why is Kempinski? What has Kempinski seen in Africa that it's the company which is based in Switzerland? Why is Kempinski coming into Africa? And particularly, why is Kempinski not having a fit in Rwanda?
It is the vision of our president and CEO, Mr. Reto Witwer. It is the vision of the company to go in certain markets, and especially Sub-Saharan Africa is absolutely identified to be the future, a big part of the future of the whole company. We believe in several Sub-Saharan countries. We believe in opportunities to develop or to spread our management skills with the right business partners and with the right places. And once we have identified a personality of a hotel which matches good together with the values of Kempinski, then we are very interested in entering that. In terms of development of the company, it is interesting to enter Africa from a development point of view, but of course also from an economic point of view.
Now, why this hotel? Why this hotel, Mille Collines, which most people will first know as Hotel Rwanda? Why this hotel, Hotel Rwanda, better known as Hotel
de Mille Collines.
Mille Collines, yes.
First of all, the hotel name, the personality of the hotel being Hotel de Mille Collines will always remain, even under Kempinski. Kempinski is not a brand that believes in you can copy-paste luxury. You cannot.
You can't come again. You cannot copy and paste luxury.
You cannot.
You cannot.
Luxury is about individuality. If you would be able to copy-paste luxury, you call it Kempinski Hotel number 1, 2, 3, 4, which is absolutely not the case of Kempinski. Kempinski is always part of the name, but it is always the name of the hotel, the personality of the name, which is very much in the focus. That starts with the name of the hotel and reflects in every way the hotel is. So it's always about the personality. And this brings me exactly to the point why Hotel de Mille Collines in Kigali in Rwanda and Kempinski, exactly because of this reason. This hotel is a personality. This hotel is the legacy of Kigali. It's the legacy of Rwanda. It is a personality that stands here, which matches perfectly with Kempinski, believing in individuality, into personality, and this is why I would really like to call it a marriage, because it matches so good together. It's a perfect match in values, in understanding of hospitality, and what Kempinski is now going to do is we invest our management skills. There will be a major investment to upgrade the property, and we will bring in our management skills to upgrade the service level of the hotel, because hardware is one thing, which is of course very, very important when it comes to upgrading a property, a hotel, but on the other hand, it's about people. Hospitality, even more luxury hospitality, is about people. So we invest in the people. We invest in our team in the hotel to make sure that you have the best possible experience in the hotel as a guest.
What, from an expert's point of view? So, from an expert, from a professional's point of view, what's your take on the hospitality business industry or sector in Rwanda? And what are your projections in 5, 10, 20 years?
I think for hospitality, what is very important is the mindset of the people. The mindset of the people in Rwanda is to be very open to guests, to be very open to people. They're friendly, they're open. It's beautiful to see the openness and friendliness of the people in Rwanda, which makes it which is the perfect entrance for getting tourism as well as business travel into the country. Second point is the openness for investments into the country, which are very much on the development side, which are already open, very open today, and will optimize even in the future. There are some beautiful luxury lodges in the national parks, in the Volcano National Park, in other national parks, which target an exclusive tourism, seeing, of course, the gorillas, which the country is famous for, but also the chimpanzee, the wild game, the birds, the fauna, the flora of the country, which is beautiful, and guests are really looking forward to that. So the country targets a luxury tourism, which is good, not to go only for the masses, but rather to go for an exclusive circle of guests, by limitation of entrance into the national park to see the gorillas, to protect them, and things like that. From a business point of view, the country is very open to investment into the country, in doing trade, in doing business, to play a key role in East Africa as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. Hence, the future looks bright. From a leisure point of view, from a business point of view, MICE is something, a new initiative of the government, with next year the Kigali Conference Center coming, with more and more hotels coming, with increasing the number of capacity, the size of capacity. So MICE, with meetings, incentives, conferences and events, exhibitions, is another sector. So looking at the hospitality in large, where's the status quo today? There are 2 major hotels so far. More hotels, international brands are coming by the end of the year. By the first quarter of next year, capacities will double. International brands are going to come, which make the place more and more professional when it comes to hospitality. On the other hand, the smaller luxury lodges in the forests, in the national parks, etc., which are there, which again target the high-yield leisure traveler. What do we see for the next 5 to 10 years? It's a bright future. From a leisure point of view, from a business point of view, from a meeting, conference, event point of view, this country, but specifically Kigali as the hub, as the capital, I see a great future for that. What do I see for the next 12 months? Hotel de Mille Collines by Kempinski will be the market leader.
Oh, really? Confident of that?
Very clear on that.
Okay.
That's why we are here. That's what we know how to do it, and that's what we will do, and we look very much forward to that.
That's quite revealing. One final question. With Kempinski's foray into some African countries, when would the establishment come into Nigeria?
We are looking in many different countries, especially in Sub-Saharan Africa. Definitely, we have a look already on Nigeria.
Okay, really?
What we look for is the right business partners, the right owners, who say, yes, Kempinski as a management company is maybe the right partner for me, because I have certain values which match very good with Kempinski, and definitely Kempinski is very much interested in getting into Nigeria. Absolutely.
So basically what you're saying is, if you get the right partners, you'll come into Nigeria.
Absolutely. If you know the right partner, please tell me. I connect you with the right people.
Fantastic. I'll do my best. Thank you very much for this interview.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.